What's up, guys? Umcast back with a new one today, and we are back talking about another review video, and we are going through Marvel Zombies today from Marvel Animation. So yeah, guys, overall, I did like this show. I liked how they made it very mature, M-rated for this show. It was definitely needed, I must admit. I really enjoyed the Marvel Zombies episode we got in the first season of What If as well, which is obviously what this show is spinned off from. But yeah, I did really enjoy it, to be honest. I kind of wish the episodes were slightly a bit longer, but it is what it is, though. But yeah, I think this isn't the best thing for Marvel Animation. I still think probably X-Men 97, the first season of What If, and probably Eyes of Wakanda, and Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man are some of the thing a bit more better. But yeah, I mean, the action in that and the gore in it is really on point. It is really good, to be honest. But yeah, I'd probably give this a 7 out of 10, to be honest. But yeah, and the way it ends as well, it might be teasing a potential season 2 maybe. We'll have to wait and see if that does get confirmed. But yeah, we obviously know what happens to this world, so this is probably the spoiler section. So if you haven't watched even the first episode of the Marvel Zombies episode we got in What If, we know that Hank Pym obviously went into the quantum realm to try find Janet Van Dyne, and there's obviously some sort of virus in the quantum realm, and she's infected and then infects him, and then they come back to the real world, and obviously the zombie outbreak breaks out then. And then basically through this show, we learn that Wanda is the Queen of the Dead. She's the zombie queen, using her powers of reality, with the hex powers and that. She's controlling the undead basically. We do know that she's trying to raise an army so she can go after, spoiler alert, Hulk, Bruce Banner. So we do learn from the end of the What If, and they do explain it in this show as well, when Spider-Man, Black Panther, T'Challa, Black Panther, Scott Lang head back to Wakanda. They have to deal with Thanos, but he's infected as well, and then he's got the Infinity Stones basically, and Black Panther does sacrifice himself to save the universal Wakanda basically, but causing that you had this infinity energy surging out across the world basically, which was caused when Thanos and Black Panther went into the reactor of I think it was the Vibranium Mound or something in Wakanda. But yeah, it caused that basically. So the Sorcerer's Comatage, which is obviously from Doctor Strange, sent in Hulk because obviously he could contain the energy, and he basically becomes this cipher, controlling all the infinity energy basically in him. So he's no longer Bruce Banner, he's no longer the Hulk. But yeah, but we do find out in this series that Wanda wants that power basically. But yeah, it seems like she does get it in the end. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it kind of has a downer ending because we literally lose everyone in this series, to be honest. But yeah, Kamala Khan is one of the main leads in this, and she was great, to be honest. She was absolutely great. And then seeing other characters like Kate Bishop, you got Ironheart, you got Yelena, Alexei, Red Guardian, Shang-Chi. There's so many other characters like Spider-Man, Scott Lang, Valkyrie. There's so many characters in this, and then you got undead characters such as like Wanda, obviously, Hawkeye, Captain America, Okoye, obviously Thanos. But yeah, there's so much going on. But one new thing that I was quite excited about was seeing Blade in this. Now that was something really interesting because Blade was Moon Knight in this show. So he's got the power of Khonshu, which is really interesting. So I'm assuming that the actual Moon Knight, Steven or Mark, is actually dead in this universe, or they're probably undead maybe. So instead it's actually Blade. And it's funny to think about, we got our first appearance of Blade in animation before live action, because I believe this show was meant to come out before the Blade film, but obviously that film keeps getting delayed and that because of the scripts not ready and that. But yeah, that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, and I did learn that with Spider-Man being in this show as well, because I think I would have preferred it if it was a bit longer, but I think originally they wanted this to be a movie for like Disney Plus apparently, but I think there's like a deal where Marvel Disney can't use Spider-Man if it's over like 30 minutes or something. That's why they could do like Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and like What If and this show with Spider-Man, because they're like 20-25 minutes long basically. They're not that long at all. So that I think there's that weird like contract basically with Sony basically. But yeah, it's nice having Spider-Man involved. But yeah, it's just a bit of a pain really that you got a contract holding you back because of that, it seems. But yeah. But yeah, overall, like I said guys, this show was really good. There was some really cool shots, like especially with the shot with like Blade and you see Khonshu in his like sword. That's really cool. Like the shot with Spider-Man ripping the heads off the zombies, that was cool as well. Seeing the fight between Icarus, Eternal character, and Captain Marvel as well, that was really awesome. And seeing the Nova Corps, because they were trying to call for help from the Nova Corps, but Nova Corps were actually here the whole time. They've just quarantined the planet off, so this infection doesn't affect the rest of the universe, so they were never going to help, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, but overall guys, this was a really good show in my opinion. I did enjoy it. Could have been better, yes, but it obviously had its ups and downs, but overall I still had a good time with it though. But yeah guys, I want to know your thoughts. Did you enjoy this show? Did you hate it? Let me know down below in the comments, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.